Well, good morning. I'm just crafting and hanging out with you guys. And as you guys know, I'm currently working on a project for a friend. Let me make sure I move you back so you don't see too much of my lovely shirt. Okay, that should be good enough. Yeah, I guess I don't care. It's good enough. So, I haven't been on for quite a bit, and I have some amazing family news. Hold on. Didn't realize that wasn't on mute. But I have some amazing family news. Essentially, my world has hope again, that there is a chance of at least somewhat recovery. So, he's taking a nap, and I am sitting out here hanging out with you guys. And of course, having my lovely cup of coffee. Love that. So I have this cute little, it's not made well because it's just falling apart, getting old thing. Shows you how much I torture things. I mean, I really have tortured this cute little Guinness thing, but it's what I store my supplies in on a current project. And I have some string, paint pens, marker with me, glue stick. Let me get my glue stick out. The book I'm working on. Let me get the other paint pen out. I don't know that I'm going to need the actual pen, so let's just put that back. Just easy for me to grab this off the desk when I need stuff. I do have my matte gel and a brush in water. An empty little whatever. Well, hi Dawn and Brandy. Double-sided stick tape. I don't know why I'm going through all my supplies. I don't even know if I'm going to use them all. But inside of my little pre-made box of stuff that I sorted for this project. Don't you love this? My mom dried these flowers, and was the inspiration for this whole book. But I have other stuff in here that I'll get to after I finish. To me, this is like the first layer for these first 2 pages. And then it'll grow. So the next page is going to be Pisces. So February 20th to March 20th. And so Pisces is this little symbol. It also represents the feet. Right here. So I'll cut this out because I totally messed that up in yesterday's video. So silly. I'm tempted to just leave his body whole, so let's just cut this out so I don't mess him up. What kind of projects are you guys working on? There we go. I don't know what order I'm going to put this in, but I definitely need to find the one. Oh, look! March happens to be right on top. That's exciting. And because I made this so long ago, oh, I might need the stapler. Because I made this so long ago, I don't even remember what's in each one of my little page things. I feel like I should go get one of my fish magazines. So I have 2 little Pisces things. I know what the star thing looks like. 2 washi tapes. A cornflower. I don't know why I linked that to Pisces, but I guess it moved me somehow. I gave myself some tips. Green and gold so luck will knock. Shamrock. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. Good morning. Ooh, coffee and ATCs. Now that sounds like a good morning. And you're working on some folder covers for paint. Oh my gosh, folder covers for painty papers. Are you going to be painting your folders too? Good morning, Sue and Joy DeFee. Is it Joy DeFi or Joy DeFee? So spell it out F-E-E if it's fee or F-I if it's fi. And Life Mix, and I always forget your names if you don't have your name built into your YouTube thing. So these came from the Shade Store. You can hardly see this one because it's such a faint pattern, but she'll be able to see it. I think I'll make this one into a pocket like the other one. I like how that came out. I also don't know if I'll do a good job of capturing what the constellation looks like. Oh, finally remembered the word constellation. That's exciting. And I certainly don't have enough stuff in this mix to cover both pages. Trying to decide how I want to do this folder piece. This might be kind of cute at the top, huh? I don't know. Let me think. Nobody would know that the folder doesn't go all the way down if it's attached on the back of this. That would be kind of cute though if it looked like that. So that'll be the plan here. And by the way, if you're texting or typing something to me, then please make sure that it's in all caps. Oh, thanks, Jen. I'll try to remember that, but I won't. I definitely can't make promises. I am so bad at memory stuff. So this book is for an individual named Shannon, and she is just a dear sweetheart. I was in Arizona and had brought a couple of craft supplies with me when I decided that, you know what, I just didn't have enough with me, so I went to Michael's. I bought some washi tape at 3 for $1 a while back. I think they're still doing that. So I bought some washi tape. That's why each of these has some kind of a washi. Yeah, I like it there. And I like the ripped look. Yeah, I know I mumble when I craft. I apologize for that. And let's put you in the middle. Yeah, that'll be fine. This is fabric. And so because it's fabric, it's not going to stick all that well. This is my micro mini little garbage thing. Is it still there? Oh, my phone rang. So hopefully it comes back. Okay, good. It did. I forgot to put the phone ringy thing off. I can have an hour to myself. Whoever it is can call me back. Or I can call them back. Yeah, I did that actually with the other one. I think I'm gonna... That's not a bad idea to do the same with the others. Let me show you. Hold on. Before I glue this down. That's where I drew it on the last one, drawing the fabric, or the constellation on the fabric. I kind of like that. But let's lay this out first, just because that's what I'm in the mood to do. And I'm not sure if the glue stick will do a good job of keeping it. And so I am just going to add a staple. Oh, am I out of staples? Oh, no, I'm not out of staples. Look at that. Shouldn't be like that. Isn't this cute? The staples have different colors. I just love that. All right. I like the look of staples. Some people may not, but I do. I think it gives a nice harshness when everything's so soft. And let's see. I don't know if that would actually staple on. It might. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a double-sided stick tape on this one. And this is score tape. I order mine from Amazon, but I don't have all those links and stuff like that in my description. And this will be the front. Oh no, did I just do that? I did, I made it wonky. Come off, wherever you are. Okay, here we go. Huge hugs, Marilyn. So now that I have a bit of a quorum here, I don't know if you guys heard me say this before, but my husband is definitely one of the far and few that has a chance of getting better. And I feel blessed with this information. It's okay that it's a little wonky. That's just how I roll, and I cannot talk and do things at the same time. So I'll just have to corner around that later. I have a folder punch thing. I should probably have had that, but I think what I'll do is try to make it look more natural. Yeah, good enough. In hindsight, I should have lined it up more closely, but it's okay. I think I'm okay with that. Let's just put washi on the side and be happy about it. It's huge news. To have hope again is more than I expected. I am overly, I don't even know what words to put with it because I'm so relieved doesn't cover it. Excited doesn't cover it. Happy doesn't even cover it. There is just so much that I feel on the idea of him having the opportunity to actually get better. So, yeah. Try to get this. It looks a little less weird. It's still going to look weird. I guess I'm not going to care. Let's run something along it to make it look intentional. It's definitely not going to be square. Let's go into my little box. I could put one of these Pisces things there, but that just looks messy and it's too white. So, for those of you who don't know, he is dealing with a matter of the heart. And supposedly, once it gets down to a certain level, there's no... That's so funny. Supposedly, once it gets down to a certain level, then there's no hope for it to improve. And yesterday, for the first time, the doctor said, you know, there is a small... Oh, that should go on another page. There is a small chance that it could improve. But any idea that it could improve is huge hope. Definitely huge hope. Yeah, I'm not liking any of these so far. It's either too messy or too square, or it needs something. I don't know what the something is, but it needs something. Okay, you know what it needs is it needs a bunch of layers, I think. Oh, but I wanted my cornflower to be on this side. Now it's not going to be. You know, isn't it funny how you have an idea for how the page is going to go and then it looks nothing like what you were thinking? There we go. Dropping grab. Shh. No making fun. Oh, I could have... Well, I don't want to do clouds like that. That's too artsy-fartsy. And this page is really not all that artsy-fartsy. It's supposed to be Pisces. Okay, wait. What is this one? I don't know. Eternal Youth? No, that doesn't fit with Pisces. Alright, I have 3 ladies and I like all 3 of them, and I'm feeling like it needs something. And any one of them look good paired with this. I should have used the glue stick with that. Good morning, Marina. Isn't that amazing news? I mean, I can't even tell you. And I'm sure my husband's like, really? You got to tell everybody? I do. I have to tell everybody. Why? Because it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's not supposed to happen. All right. Oh, I hope you guys can be patient with me. I need to fussy cut this out. Yeah, and I don't even think I have my fussy cutting scissors in here. So I don't know. Yep. Nope. Oh, for the love of peacock feathers. Let's do a peacock feather on this page. That's what it needs. Woohoo! We found it. We can do a fake frame. On this page. I have to leave her room to do her own creation as well. I can't just do all the creating because that's just not fair. She needs to have room to play with it once she receives it. Inside of this pocket, I'll put the papers that she needs. And I feel like I should go get a doily, because a doily would look really good over here, but I'll save that up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still thinking. I didn't know Pisces loved peacocks, but it totally works. Alright, well, since I can't fussy cut, I only have my big scissors, and I'm not as talented as some people with the fussy cutting and the big scissors. So I'm just going to rip my two fish out, and he's going to go on here. After I rip it, I'll edge it with one of my pens. But this will take me a second, and I can't read chat and rip at the same time, because if I look up, we might lose a fish face. And then Carla Caged Fish would be upset with me. Yeah, I know, my puns suck. Oh, come now. What is that song? Come, my lady, come, my lady. Something butterfly. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved to have hope again. I totally forgot what it felt like. Yeah, man, I can't even tell you. And to have that fabulous conversation with the kids. Oh, I have to fussy cut this because it's just not happening. There we go. You know, you think you're so strong, or at least you convince yourself you're so strong. But then when you get news like that and you realize how much weight is lifted, that's when you realize, wow, I was really carrying some serious, I mean, I'm still carrying the serious pressure, but to not have hope, it's scary. I don't know if I've told you guys, but in the meantime, to keep the hubs distracted, he kept talking about a house, so we agreed to go buy the house. Not that we needed added stress, but that's what we did. And so we're going to be buying a house, and it's a vintage old house. Talk about artistic inspiration. The house was built in 1910. It's an historic home. It will require some serious maintenance, which I'm cool with that. But he's sitting at a Steinway, but it's so hard to see the piano that I think it's okay to trim that out. Need a little something popping up there. Could even use that. Nope. Need a little something popping up there. I'll find it. Maybe just another piece of that black thing. There we go. Nope, nope. Oh, forget it. I'll just do the fish. I like my Steinway guy, but it wasn't going to happen. Let me see. Maybe blue. And all I'm thinking about in this cluster is where my staple's going to go. And I like clusters because I like the wildness of it. Looks too messy. Oh, thank you, Marina. Yeah, doesn't that look too messy? I mean, I'm not giving you guys a good close-up on this. But it's just, isn't it funny how slow we go on some things? We know what we like. Yet we still go slow on some things. And I'm okay with him being towards the middle. Let's go down a little. So this pocket doesn't have to be at the bottom of the page anymore. Like him there. I could do this cluster here instead. Or maybe it's just the two blacks next to each other that's making it messy for me. I'm just losing my Steinway guy. Simplify. I need to do a better job of simplifying. And keep the Pisces going. That gives me room to make the Pisces symbol over here now. All right, we'll have to have a nice edge to this. Try to center this in the middle now. All right, I'm liking that better. So let me see how it looks if I mess with it a little bit more. There's not room to do that. Oh, there is. Yeah, frame's got to go. I'll find the frame on another page. We're just going to totally simplify all that work, and I think I like it much more simple. And where's my constellation? Look how long this takes me. This is why I speed things up for you guys. All right. So my constellation can come this way. And I'll draw that out. This will be the left-hand side of the paper. And I really don't need the two ladies. Love her, though. The two fish. Don't know where those are going to go yet, but we'll figure that out, if I even need to put them on there. And if I make this the background, could frame him okay. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So you know how you have a frame like this? And you want a frame on the background of what you have, but it doesn't fit, and then you just cut it and slide it up and it'll fit. That's a good point. Yeah, I do speed it. Like the one I did yesterday, part of it was even 4 times my speed because I'm so dang slow. I mean, I really am slow on some things. Like this. That's what I mean by making it fit. Oh yeah, that'll work. What do you guys think? Needs a little corner. He could even just go in the middle. I don't know if I have enough overlap. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is I want her to be able to add to this and do whatever she wants with this and put her pictures wherever she wants with this. And so if I do it on here, she can definitely use this to put stuff inside the pockets. And I'll put big, long things inside this pocket so it's easy. And then this one I'm not going to flap. I'll just lay it down the way it is once I decide whether I want it at the bottom, in the middle. I don't want it up top, so now it's in the middle or at the bottom. You guys give me your opinion on whether you think it looks better in the middle or at the bottom. I love the gold polka dots too. And what I was thinking is, this Pisces period, you have the greens and the golds and the purples, and it makes me think of, for some reason, Pisces made me think of Louisiana. So maybe Fat Tuesday came into play in my head. And so that's why I chose this. I just wish it was green and purple instead of green and blue, but it's okay. Looks good. And shiny. No shortage of shiny. Put you here. All right. Add a little bit of glue. And I need to start laying things down. Long time ago, I used to watch a lady named Pocket Full of Pages. I can't remember what her name is, but I adore her. And she used to always say, "Don't just lick it. You need to make sure you put plenty of glue on there to stick it." I just think that was a cute little thing. I'm covering up the back of the staples because, frankly, they're just a little bit ugly. On here, I'm going to make sure I have the right size for my background. And then this will be a secret little pocket. And I'll put something in it so she can see it, but I just want to make sure it's the right size. I hate using the double-sided stick tape for this because then I don't have any play for moving it again. So I'll use the glue. And I don't have a scrap paper, do I? I do now. This lady just became scrap paper. The whole measure twice, cut once. It's more like measure 10 times, glue once. So I had a lady send me an email yesterday that asked me a question. And I was thinking that before I sign off today, I'd like to answer her question this way. She has a challenge with her hands, and she expects that her hands are going to have less ability over time. Oh, there we go. That's the right spot. So Ian, and then on the 865. Okay. Give me a second. I got to think. And everybody knows I don't do good thinking while doing. When I said Ian and the 865, it was to remind me where to put this back at when I'm done. Putting the glue on. All right. A little bit. Put it higher than I wanted to, but it is what it is, right? And nobody will know that that back has a hole in the middle. And then I can make this into a, what did I do with that? My double-sided stick tape. Oh, there it is. Sleep. What is this foreign object? You know, I can't read all the chat when I'm glancing up and down, but every once in a while I catch a funny one with you ladies. And sorry, I didn't see if there's any guys in here, but if there is a guy. And please don't be offended if I don't say hi to you by name, because I'm really not all that great like some people are at catching up and keeping up with chat and who's there. Oh, I'm sorry. You're having a stressful week, Debbie? Well, I can tell you that even when it feels like there's absolutely no hope, even when doctors tell you that there's absolutely no hope, they can change their minds. And there can sometimes be hope, you know. I've definitely had a very stressful month. It's not over, obviously, but still feels intensely stressful. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, woman. I gotta get my hair in this mess to try to get it nice and centered. And it's not going to be obvious that this is a pocket for her, so hopefully when Shannon gets it, I'll remember to put something in here to say, hey, this is a pocket. I'll put something for myself to remind me. All right, and where did my fishies go? Uh-oh. What did I do? Do you guys know? Did you see it? Let's see if it's on the back of this paper. Ooh, and it is. Comedy Central. See, now that makes me happy. Oh, happy, happy space. There we go. It feels weird to staple that down, so I can't staple it if it's just two things. So you're going to be... I don't know that I want all the edges down. I want them to raise up a little bit. So let's have his edges raise up a little bit. There we go. And he's going to go here. But I'm not going to do that until the end. This page needs so much doodling. Look at how empty and blank it is. That is crazy. And look how flat it came right here on the top of the peacock feather. Isn't that amazing? Like the little blue part there, it's flat. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not at the right spot, but the little blue part there is flat at the top. It's so weird. Okay, it's gonna go to the side here. And I like that it dangles off a little bit. I'll put something down here as a secondary pocket. That's what it needs. So then I'll have a pocket here, a secondary long flat pocket here, and then we can go ahead and lay this down. Whoops. So washi tape. Washi tape is great for a temporary thing, but if you're using your washi tape and you want it to full on stay, please don't forget to glue it, because it is not going to stay if you don't. And maybe I just have a glue problem. I like to use my glue. Tell the unicorn to watch its horn. Oh my gosh, what am I missing in chat? Okay. Nice and clean. Eventually that'll stick nice and clean. Right now, probably not. But I am going to use a good amount of double-sided stick tape. The reason I'm putting it at the bottom of the file folder part right here is because I don't want this to keep popping up. If she puts something in here a little bit too short, I don't want it to pop up on her. And I'm going to try to get every surface that needs a good edging so it doesn't peel up on her either. Stressful. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, I have to read. Just so you guys know, I just leave my chats up now. So make sure you don't say anything that's personal and private that you don't want repeated. If you do, scroll back up and delete it. Because that's just one more thing I don't have time to do these days. And I know you guys are like, it's only 2 seconds. Yeah, but if I'm not crafting, I'm doing other stuff. And I'm still trying to run the foundation at the same time. So my world is quite busy these days. And not to mention also buying a house. I mean, I think I told you guys before, but in Hurricane Irma, which is a year ago, September 10th, that it hit, and that also happens to be my birthday, we lost our boat, and we were living on a boat. And make sure this makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So you can still go down the pocket, and all that's going to be nice and closed. This is already glued. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so a freak thing happened. I feel so blessed sometimes. We had bought this condo that I'm currently sitting in right now. We bought this condo as a rental unit and then left town because I had a daughter who was about to have a baby. And so we didn't get it on the market before I left town. And when we were out of town, we noticed that Hurricane Harvey was coming, and it was a problem, and we were already on our way to go to North Carolina before we came home to celebrate my birthday. It was a trip we had already had planned, so we had to wait for Harvey to pass before we could go to hold on one second. It's a Midori, so I can slide it around to make sure it's nice and square before I put it down. So we waited for Harvey to pass. And then so we had to stay in one of the cities somewhere in Texas for 2 days. Harvey passes. And then Irma came right after that. And we were not able to go home when we were expecting to go home, which would have been to the boat, and we just assumed everything was going to be destroyed. We didn't even think our cars were going to be there when we got back because of the storm surge, and we were because you're on a boat and your cars are sitting in a marina on an island, we expect the storm surge to just literally wash them and destroy them. We had a car and a motorcycle in that parking lot, and luckily the surge didn't happen as it was anticipated, but it did destroy the boat, which took months to get rid of, dealing with the companies that were supposed to be giving us an honest quote. I still don't like how this looks. We'll have to figure that out, but it's growing on me. Maybe I just put some tab strips or something down on that. This is simple. Anyway, I take forever to tell this story. So what happened next is we come back after the long trip, and we move straight away into this condo, because I don't know if you guys know this. If you live on a boat, you can't say that it's your full-time residence that you live there. You're kind of half-ass classified as homeless because it's not a real address, it's a business address. And so that's what happened. And our insurance with the boat, it didn't give us, like, here, you can go stay here until you buy a place kind of thing. And it wasn't right away that we got the quote. It was many months later. So thankfully, we're blessed enough to be able to have, I'm leaving this kind of loose here, if you notice that, where it's only attached at the top. Down at the bottom, I really think I'm going to staple it and put it underneath somehow, or I might just clip it. No, I don't want to clip it. I like him there. put you here. I'm going to go ahead and lay you down. I took way too long to tell the story. Well, we happened to have the condo. Thank God we weren't homeless. So we ended up moving here, and then we liked the place. It has a good energy here. But with my husband going through all this stuff, we came across a house. He fell in love with the house, and, you know, we needed a positive in our life. So we found the house, and we made an offer on his birthday. And ironically, we're probably going to close on my birthday. September 10th, exactly 1 year after losing the boat. I mean, it's good that we found a place. It's good that we both love the same place. I can see myself living in that place for a very long time. And it's been there since 1910, so no hurricane. If it hasn't taken it out yet, probably pretty darn durable. Oh, How To Family. That's a good name. And Malia, the lovely Malia. Oh my gosh, I have quite the adorable people in here today. So I feel like the Howdy Doody show right now, where I really should be saying hello to everybody. You know, what I do with my stapler. Here it is. I'm going to put this down at the bottom. Just to keep him clean. Let's flip it over for a second and see how bad it looks right there. It actually doesn't look bad on this side. But I feel like I should do a little something right there. All right, good enough. This is just to remind me that I need to put something in there, because everybody knows I'm that forgetful. All right, I like this little pocket. We need another pocket. So I need my big bag of fun stuff. Oh, I love peacock feathers too. All right, let's go through this little bin and see if we can, oh, I like that. I don't even know if I need to waste time going through the bin. I like how this looks on the page. Yeah. Oh, even that looks good on the page. Yeah, let's do that. Raise it up a little to give it a nice bottom. Nope. Line it with the bottom. Done. These are the scrap pieces from making the book. And so all I'm going to do is just fold over each of them just a little bit. I don't have my folding board, but this will do. To make a pocket on the fly. Everything should have a nice bottom. Not me. You know, my bottom and some pancakes have a little something in common. Only if pancakes were square. You open, okay, so lovely Malia. I just opened a book for Lily, and she says, okay, Mom, I know you gotta smell it. And just in case you guys don't know, the lovely Malia also has an ice cream truck and a couple of cute kids, and I think that's adorable. Just absolutely adorable. All right, trim off my little corners. I'm just crossing over where the folds are, so you can see where the folds are. If you don't get it, you know what? You can just do it this way. That's what I do. Then you don't get that funky bubble. Nothing's coming out of that tiny part. And look how tiny this pocket looks now. Isn't that cute? He takes up less craziness. And then I can see a little bit of the bottom. I like that better. double-sided stick tape. And if you can't afford double-sided stick tape, the glue stick actually works even better long-term than double-sided stick tape. Oh my gosh, 12 to 3 in the morning. You know, I don't miss those days. I do love being a grandma. Wish my grandkids were closer. Oh, come on, woman. Yes, that's me talking to myself. Oh, there we go. That's so... You know, where was this double-sided stick tape so many years ago? It never worked this well. Now it's fabulous. Although I do make a mess on my table when I use it. I just throw these little ribbon things everywhere. Some people like the pancakes and some people like the marshmallows. That's cute. All right. Okay, let's see if we can get this somewhat centered and happy. And that's just cute. I'm liking how it's coming out, but obviously we're not done. And this can be a better sample of what fits in there, because look how well it fits. Isn't that cool? All right, so let's make a top. Let's see how far we need to go with it. And then take off a little angle and a little angle. I never get them even. It just doesn't happen. But you know what? I don't care. It's perfectly fine to not be perfectly even because I am not perfectly even. Put a little thing in the middle and it looks like a tab anyway. And I have my string. Cut a little string off. Double it up. And she now has a tag to decorate. A Stay Puft kind of girl. Oh, that's funny. Alright, that's cute enough. Oh, and it'll dangle out just nice up there. Down here, I need something to let me know that this is also a pocket. So let's get another piece of paper in here that she can play with. Oh, look, I have a sticker that might work on this page. Hold your britches, woman. Let's look at all these stickers and see. Remember is good. We'll put remember at the top. Today is one of those days I need to remember. Oh, what are the odds that it's exactly the width? I mean, for goodness sakes. What are those odds? What are the odds that I put it on crooked? Pretty darn high. So I'll have to do something to fix that a little bit, but that's awesome. Two little gold things. I like 3. Let me see if I can get a third one in there, and then she can finish decorating it. No. And for those of you who came late, this is a book I'm making for Shannon Dupree. It's not a fancy pants tag. She can do the tag however she wants. Oh, you know what, guys? This will be perfect right here. Yep. Woohoo. Double win. Alright, it's a little bit crooked, so let's see if I can get it. Oh, that worked. Woohoo! And we're just going to stick you right there, and he's going to be happy right there. So I have a happy, happy flag and a happy, happy tag. And I'm feeling the love of, what's that guy's name? That everything is happy, happy? Bob Ross, is that his name? There we go. Sorry for the noise. I need to frame out this flag really quick. Purple stuff. That's not glue. This is from when I was painting something the other day, but that's glue right there, that purple stuff. But I just want to take the flag and give it an edge. And I'm okay if it's not perfect. Although I'm kind of making it too perfect. Yeah, dang it. Alright, it's fine. Alright, that's gonna work. Put the flag on here with, I don't trust all the other stuff. I'm gonna go with this. I really should just throw this lid away. I don't know why I keep messing with it. I don't have out here a paper towel. What kind of goofball doesn't have a paper towel out here? There we go. What was I doing? I think that's a little premature to do that, but dagnabbit. Oh well, I'll do it right here instead. And the beautiful thing is, it's messed up when you were putting the gold on the flag. It's not a big deal. Stick you in there for now. Because you can just flip it over and use the other pretty side. Alright, that's good right there. I'll come back at the end. I have a lot of creative slants, if that's what you... Oh, hi, Lynn. How are you doing? I totally missed you coming in. Ugh. I need coffee. So let me move my glue. Who moved my cheese? Let me move my glue and get some coffee, because that's what I need. Freaking love me some coffee. I'll come back at the end and do some doodles. Let's make sure we have all the right products here first. I feel like she goes in there. And inside of here, I have a bunch of images. So I'm sorry, oops, I forgot it flips this way. So let's go through it again, and if it's not her, it'll be something. Okay, this one was just a pretty purse. I like that. This lady is just amazing. It's called Red Hat. It's by a lady named Veronica Sanchez. So when you see the beautiful big eyes, it's a local artist we have here. That's nice. She can reuse this in one of her projects too. This book isn't quite Midori style. Oh, this is interesting. Look, it has the horoscope for all the months. Pisces, with your fame zone on fire until July 22nd. Instagram your... Oh, I am not putting something like that in this book. I can't see a cow without thinking moo. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's pretty. It's always interesting what we cut out of magazines when we go and flip through our images later. Oh, I love him. The cherries are nice. Beach, little thing. That's a good scrap paper. Those are just good. That's a good texture. Oh, that's just cool. So I don't know, Lynn, if you caught, but we're buying a house, and it should be closed on Monday. We made an offer and it was accepted. The offer was accepted on August 28th. We close on Monday, and it's going to be fast. Do you guys see the Eiffel Tower in the background there? How cool that is. All right, I didn't get what I wanted out of there. It's going to be in here. No. Maybe. No. I'm looking for something that's going to go in this pocket and look good. That's what I'm looking for, in case you guys want to know. Oh my gosh, could I give her like a whole map? Oh, it doesn't fit. That would have been cool, though. Your... Okay, this was going to be one of the pages in here. I don't think it looks good there either. Ooh, we have a good green piece. Okay, make sure I don't have anything else that makes me go ooh like that. Why do I keep looking when I find what I want? Why does that happen? All right, I found what I want. I'm going to stop looking. Okay, and you know what I don't have is I don't have my measuring thing to measure it right and give me the good size. The ruler. Measuring thing called the ruler. Yeah, I don't have that. So this is going to be... Yeah, that's not going to work. It's too small. Let me see. How long does it need to be? This long. You guys are about to see me just wing it. If it fails, guess what? It fails. That's okay. All right, so first, let's take this edge, one of the edges off. Ooh, look at that. The core is green too. It's not white. That's pretty cool. That's a nice piece of paper. If you were a boy, you would have been Oswald. You know what? I don't know what my boy name would have been. That's a good conversation. I really don't know. Okay. We don't want it to be too tall, so we're going to put you... Oh, let's give ourselves 2 nice edges. That way we only have to measure 2 sides. And don't forget, if you want me to see something, put it in all caps. And if I've missed saying hello, it's not because I don't love you. It's just because I didn't do a good job of... Oh, I forgot. I have to make sure that it's not too wide here. And how wide is that going to be? About that wide. Good. And let's see how long we are. Then she can decorate this however she wants. And it works. And I'm not even going to put a hole in here. I'm just going to leave it like that so she can decorate it however she wants. But it's the green I need. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of liking how this is coming out. Oh, sitting on my feet again, and my foot's asleep. Oh, there we go. All right, let's add some colors around this page. This is just a furniture marker. And I am going to go around the edges and put some dashes because that's what I feel like doing. Assume that that's done. I used to do this a lot when I was scrapbooking. It never gets old for me. I really like it. Made that tinier, but it's okay. You know, let's go with the same color and just trace over this pretty part with the brown. It's probably hard for you guys to see it. Sorry about that. Oh, I'll give you a close-up so you can see what I just did. Because some of you guys might even be on a phone. And does that come across? Maybe. Move it around. I never get the right spot. There you go. That's all I did. Okay. And then here, I need white. I need my constellation. And we're going to do the Pisces constellation as best we can. Actually, let's just get a good white thing going here. And Shannon, if you are watching this, you can remove all of this stuff. Use it however you want. I was just thinking it would be cute to give you something with all the astrology signs and link it to your potions that you create. I just thought it would be cute, that's all. No expectations. Let me see how you look in there. Okay. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Which means I really need to get going pretty soon. So, what do I want to do here now? I forget what, oh, the constellation. What did I do with it? Here it is. So we'll start here. We have a little dot that's close to another little dot. Goes down a little bit here, off to the left, down and a little to the left. Over here, and I picked a bad spot, huh? We're just gonna draw on this as I go because I didn't pick the right spot. It's hard to draw on the washi though, I think. But it will be what it will be. When I do the gold, it might be more obvious. And how exactly did they get a fish out of this shape? Or two fish out of this shape? Okay. Oh, thank you, Karen Bot. Or Karen. Alright, I just totally messed it up, so now it's a triangle at the top. That's what I get for looking at chat at the same time. Oh, that's okay. She's still gonna love it. Alright, we're gonna draw a line behind the fish instead of in front of them. And I'm almost liking the dots better in gold. It's much easier to see, so that's what I'm going to do, is I'll just put the dots quite big in gold. And put a white speck in the middle of each. I don't know, what do you guys think? I guess it's a little late now, but I think I like it better that way. Put a little white speck. Oh, it almost fixed my accidental line at the top there too. And my white speck got better after I did that, so I'm going to do that again. Getting that paint out of there. My paint pen is by Craftsmart. I don't even remember where I got it from. And I'll show you up close what it looks like here in a second. If I can actually be smart enough to show you at the right angle. There you go. Silly, but it works. Okay, my Pisces sign is done there, and I do think I need the word Pisces on here. So let's just put the word on here with a bit of glue. And over here, take this off so she can make it the bottom or the top, whichever she wants. And there's actually a symbol for Pisces as well. Let's put this, let me see, this way, yeah, down here. There's, yeah, don't press so hard, woman, it'll go flying. There we go. Well, I'm glad that your mom's an artist. You should definitely do as much crafting as you can with her, because you know, we aren't all blessed to have our parents still around. So I hope you seize that as an opportunity to hang out with her a little more. Alright, we definitely don't have a finished edge on this page, so let's do something here. I don't know what the something is, but it feels like gold to me. And I'm not really doing anything except making a mess. I just wanted it to be messier on one side than the other. And I could doodle. Honestly, I don't feel like doodling. So this does need a little something. So we'll just zigzag the edges. She's good right where she's at. What do I have on the back of her? Ooh, she should be on something. Oh my gosh, how perfect is this? She fits. What are the odds of that? Alright, I'm going to stick her on this paper. I left the artist's name on this too. Oh, it's really frozen. I am so sorry about that. I don't know why I just did that. Wow, that's weird. I don't know why it just did that. Alright, well, I'm gonna glue her down, and I'm about done. So make sure all you lovely peeps, sorry that I didn't catch that it was frozen if you guys were sitting there for a little while. But I enjoyed hanging out with you this morning. I don't even know if it's still morning. We know she fits. There we go. I think I'll rip her out too. A voiceover and no movement. That's funny. I'll rip her out, and then she's just going to go back inside that pocket. Kind of ties the two pages together anyway. And gives her something to write on. Her, Shannon, something to write on. I'm not trying to get it perfect in the rip. I just want it to be of the same similar shape. Because when I strive for absolutely perfect, then I get frustrated. And crafting is supposed to be fun. Well, this is the end of this spread. My Pisces page. There's my little Pisces right there. And hopefully you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I'll give you like a close-up if I can of the whole page top to bottom. Like that. And on this side, let's see if she's cut. Oops, I woggled you the way of this side. Alright, well, thank you for joining me this morning, and really lifted my spirits. Oh, the email story. Yes, I should tell the email story. Hold on one second. Let me get that. I don't want to share this. I have my iPad open, but I'm not going to put it on the screen. And let me get it. It's in my email account. Okay. I know I have my email account on here. There it is. And so I want to be able to answer this person's question. Oh my gosh, all the junk mail all of a sudden. There we go. Okay. So all over her, well, let's not go into all the details, but there are two things that I want to answer. So she's quickly and surprisingly losing her ability to grip things, to hold things. And she's asking me for friendly art tools. And her hands shake badly. So are there any tips to giving you? Right? So she's asking if there's any tips associated with that. I'll give you my biggest tip. And this is based on, and I know you said that you also have dystonia. So many years ago, I was diagnosed with dystonia. I'm not sure it was an accurate diagnosis because I never followed up all that much on that because it didn't seem accurate. And you know, I'm just one of those weird people. What happens is my hands will lock up like this and I can't use them at all. But when that's happening and I really need to craft, then what I will do is I will still craft. I will just change the way I hold things. So for instance, let's just take this thing and do a quick decoration, right? So if I want to do something, I just accept that it's not going to be the way I used to do things, and I'm still going to have comfort with it. And something that I've added recently is breathing exercises with, I do yoga, but I'm not a master at anything like that. But one of the things I thought I want to do in tandem with when I'm frustrated doing my own art, and I'd never do this on, well, I shouldn't say I'd never, I haven't done this on camera when it happens. But here's what happens. My hands get so tight that I squeeze an aluminum can. Okay? And so when I squeeze, oh, you know what? I forgot I accidentally turned this off. Sorry. Go back. Oh, that's weird. Okay, there it is. So my hands get so tight that I literally break the things that I'm holding. I can't find a spot to flip them unless it's really small. So if it's really small, then I will find that spot in my hand, and I wish I had paint with me right now. Here, I have a pen. I will find that spot in my hand and figure out, and sometimes you use your mouth, and that's okay. Sometimes you just hold it tight, you figure out how to get it in your hand, even when your hands are locked. Let me try to mimic what happens to mine. So I will, let's assume this is off and I want to get my tool. I will go in and I will mess with it until I get it into a spot. Then I will try to get it inside of one of my hands. And it doesn't even matter if it's your non-dominant hand, you're just creating art. And if this is your permanent lifestyle, you don't want to give up art because art helps you. So what you can do is once you have it in your hand, you can use your mouth, you can use your whatever to turn it on. The hardest part for me is getting a cap off. So I will grab it in between my wrists, even if I'm shaking a little. I will grab it in between my wrists and I will actually use my teeth to take the cap off. Then you might get paint on the inside of your wrists, but it's okay because you'll have to turn it around in order to paint with it. Okay? So you've got the cap off and you're painting with it. And we're going to do the outside. Okay? This is a paint pen. This is something that you can use probably a little bit easier even than a paintbrush. Because one of the things that could happen if you shake a lot is knocking your paint water over. So here's something that would make your job easier. One, paint pens. And you can use it to draw any design you want, and you can see that you still have beautiful art that you can release with that. Okay? And so this is essentially a wrist flurry, and all I did was just use the paint pen to get that flurry or the randomness. Sometimes my randomness comes better when my hands aren't working than when they are. Okay? Then, of course, it's a little bit more of a hassle to put the lid back on when your hands aren't working right, and that's okay too. Then the other thing you can do is, well, we'll just let this baby dry, is watercolor pencils. So instead of using your paint pen and you have watercolor pencils, you can draw with the pencils using your wrist. Even if you're shaking, it can still be beautiful. And when I was talking about doing it with breath, I forgot to do that just now. But let's use a dark marker over the top of this gold. I don't know what's going to happen. We might get some paint on our dark marker, but it is what it is. So here's my dark marker. Okay? So on my dark marker, my hands, imagine them locked up. I'm using my wrists and I'm painting. Or I don't know how your hands go, but maybe your issue is shaking. So let's do that. So your hands aren't working right. And okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So if your issue is shaking, then keep changing your color with your colored pencils, and you can create abstract art with your beautiful shakes. And instead of seeing your challenge, your disability as a challenge, you can actually start to see it as how you create your art and as a part of your art. And so I know that sounds silly, and I know it looks like what I did was scribbles here, but you will do better because you will have more practice and regular practice on how you create things. And find an image that inspires you. So if what you have here is a little lady who was a mermaid, then you can find that image and try to use your colored pencils and just embrace your shake, embrace the lack of function in your hands as a strength to create abstract art that other people may not be able to create. And so that's just a way to help answer the question on how to keep creating art, is that instead of expecting yourself to create the art like you used to create, embrace what you have as a challenge to create what I would call even better art. And the art supplies I would recommend to start off with are the watercolor pencils. And instead of using a regular paintbrush and a thing of water, which you might worry about knocking over, there are brushes that are water-filled brushes. I forget what they're called. So that's what I say. With that said, am I frozen again? Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep getting phone calls. So I do need to go. With that said, I love you all. I think you all rock, and just embrace whatever it is we have. Even when we're in a bad mood, our art can sometimes be better than whatever we anticipate. And how did I lose my thing I was creating? Oh, here it is. The last thing I forgot to put on here is the symbol for Pisces, which is pretty cool, and we'll just put it down here. And the symbol for Pisces is this. I think it's like this. There we go. All right. Love you all. Good morning and have a good day. Take care.